Hi, welcome to this last lecture of this series. My name is Yingqin Li. I'm from the School of Pharmaceutical Sciences at Tsinghua University. I'm also a member of the IDG McGarren Institute for Brain Research at Tsinghua. Um, so today we'll be talking about the molecular detection technologies for emergent viruses, such as COVID-19. So 2 days ago, I went to this website and hosted at the Johns Hopkins University. So this website keeps track of the current pandemics, and it shows the cumulative number of people tested positive. And this number has really have gone up to more than 12 million across the globe. And so this website also has a number of the daily new cases that tested positive per region. And I think being able to quickly perform the nucleic acid test is actually very, very important in our battle against COVID-19, because this number of new cases really reflects the status of the active virus spreading. And it's particularly useful to alert of any possible resurgence of transmission in regions that starts to show new positive cases and to inform of any necessary responses. So for example, I think a few weeks ago, we have seen new cases in the capital city of South Korea, as well as in the capital of China, Beijing. Um, and so that triggers a massive test of more than a million people in a few days to screen the active carriers. And even some of the chalkboards were tested and were found to be positive, and that leads to the shutdown of the entire contaminated market. And those measures, quickly enough, were able to contain the spreading. And people were able to do that because the massive nucleic acid testing were possible. But nowadays, we kind of take it for granted that we just have the availability of the massive genetic testing in hand. But this was absolutely not the case in the beginning. If it were, it would be a very different story. And in fact, with now we have the test, and we start to find that some wastewaters in Spain and in some other cities, these wastewaters contain the COVID-19 virus. And even some people that were previously misdiagnosed as flu were now found to be COVID-19 positive. And those cases can date much, much earlier than last December when it was first reported in Wuhan, China. And so I'd like to take a step back to December of last year. Um, so what happened was some patient went to see doctors. They had sign of common cold, fever, or pneumonia. And this patient would then send to test for some common pathogens that are known to cause pneumonia. But none of them were found to be positive. So you kind of like nothing were really to be identified for the cause of the symptoms, and no treatment really works well for them. People were dying, and doctors were kind of in the dark. And it was certainly a previously unknown new disease. So our battle against this new disease really begins as people start to get to identify this new virus. And how to detect this kind of emergent virus is a topic we're going to discuss today.